Good morning. You know what it is. Accountability check. Accountability time. Good morning, my loves. Good morning, boos and poos. So let's get straight into it. So, first of all, let me draw it back. I hope you're having a great day. Hope your day started off well. Hope it continues to go well. If it didn't start off well, I pray that it gets well. And I pray that you lean on the strength of God. Now, in my studies today, so today I did something a little different. I got up and I decided I'm listening to Pastor Kim, and I believe it's real talk with Kim on YouTube. Okay, if you don't subscribe. She's awesome. I love Pastor Kim, and basically what she talked about today is release the roar. And releasing the roar can mean so much too. Releasing the roar can mean something different for all of us, right? But what she basically was talking about was grief, depression, and things of that nature, sadness, down to a sickness. Everything from having conditions like alopecia. It doesn't matter. People, with cancer, it just doesn't matter. All walks of life, all grievance. And what she's speaking of is to not allow yourself to stay in the funk, to stay depressed, to stay down, because it's going to happen. I mean, it doesn't even take that. It's going to happen. You will have down days. You will have days that you don't want to get out of bed. You will have days that, hey, something you might not even want, Okay, so, but at the end of the day, honestly, it's all up to you. At the end of the day, everyone's situation is different. But what I loved about this Bible study this morning, releasing the roar, and this is from Acts 1 and 2, and it teaches you that even in your worst situation, you can feel God moving you, but you need to listen. And when he tells you, get up, move, don't allow it to beat you, then don't allow it to beat you. We have to start listening. We have to start listening, and we have to start executing. We cannot fall back and wait for God to do everything. We have to put in work. He's not going to do it for us, okay? And while I know some things are easier said than done, well, a lot of things are easier said than done, because usually the person saying this sometimes is not always going through what you're going through, or going through anything sometimes at that particular time. I loved the different examples that was used, such as, Pastor Kim even uses herself. Lost her father, who was a best friend to her, was her best friend. She said within that week, I believe within the next day, or I can't remember exactly how it goes, so I apologize, but I know within it happening, she got up and she was able to give a sermon, was able to pastor his church, okay? She was able to get up and pastor the church because the Lord told her, do not sit in it. So the Lord told Pastor Kim, do not sit in this. You can grieve, you can have down moments, but what he needs you to do is to get back up again. Come on there. Get back up again. But no, seriously, he wants us to get back up. And although that did not bring Pastor Kim's father back, she can rest assured knowing that her father is with God, and that he will see her and she will see him again. And while I know that wasn't easy for Pastor Kim, even as a pastor, it's not easy. But when you lean on God, when you trust in God, he can take things away and help you grow through things that you never probably would have thought you could have got through, that you would have never thought you can make it through. So I'm going to say this to you. Times get hard, even when times aren't hard. If we keep up a practice, and in this situation, I mean the practice of leaning on God, leaning into God, putting our grief, depression, anxieties on him, letting him take it, God. get boom, 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 boom. He batting them all for us. If we actually do this and we work on it every single day, whether you're going through something or not, we're going to find out that in those times, it's easier. Because, see, we've been talking to him every day. We've been leaning into him and on him and listening and following him every day. So if you do it every day, then when things really hit, you can better hear him. He becomes a part of you. No different than us leaning into, like, I love to shop. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't gonna lie. It's my kryptonite. Ooh, it's my kryptonite, y'all. It's a kryptonite for me. I love me a good purse, a good shoe, and a good wig. Come on there. But listen, seriously, no matter what, I try to get up every day intentionally following God. God, what do you want? God, Dad, Father. You talk to him, because that was my biggest thing in the beginning. When I was younger and then my parents kept me in church, I was in the choir, things of that nature. But my biggest thing is I started getting old. I'm like, but how you talk to him? Because you can't hear him. Oh, but you can hear him. You just got to listen. I had to realize that. Oh, but he talks back. He shows you exactly what he needs you to do. A lot of times we just don't want to do it, because it does not fit our life, what we see for ourselves, how we want ourselves to go. So I'm saying all this to say, and I'm not trying to get away from the message for today, but I'm saying all this to say, if we practice and we intentionally, no different than how we send our kids to school, we have routines. If we do it every day, those hard times come, we know how to listen. We'll know where to go. It doesn't mean things get easy. It doesn't mean things go away, per se. What it means is God got it. You said, what about me? God got it. What that diagnosis was, Lord, I know it's scary, but God got me. God got me. God has me, has always had me. And if we lean into him for everything, we won't be confused when things get rough. So I'm saying all this to say, and I love what Pastor Kim says, release your roar. And I'm going to say, release whatever is causing you stress, grief, depression. Release. I rebuke it. I'm rebuking it for you. I demand whatever is on you, whatever is in you, whatever is causing you any issues, any turmoil, I rebuke it in the name. Cast it away from you. And I want you to start casting it away from yourself, calling on the Lord, honey. Call on him. I'm driving. People be looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't care. Because you can't do nothing for me like he can. All right, y'all. Remember, if nobody told y'all today, who love y'all? And one more thing that just came to my mind. Don't be mad. I don't care if I'm holding y'all too long. I got something to say. Remember, I told you. Now listen, the one more thing I want y'all to also be aware of, that also Pastor Kim brought to light, is what we indulge in. Meaning, it's okay to have your shows. It's okay to have your TV, whatever the case may be. But you have to be mindful of what we look at and what we pour into our system, what we stay on every day, has a lot to do with our everyday life, if that makes sense. We're not understanding a lot of times that what we watch, what we read, what we sow into every single day affects us. So be careful. And I'm going to say it again. Be careful. The devil's a liar. Y'all know I love y'all. If I ain't told y'all that, if nobody told y'all today, it's going to be all right. If nobody told y'all today, I love this. Release your roar. Remember, thanks for tuning in to Pam's Perspective. Got you. I got your back. Even if you don't want me to, I got your back. Even if you don't feel like you need a friend, I'm here. Even if you don't feel like you need any of that, I'm here. And I'm praying for you. And I'm rebuking. Remember, keep who first? Keep who first? Keep who first? God first. Love and peace. Thanks for tuning in to Pam's Perspective.